Welcome to Fextralife's 2021 Game of the Year Awards. The Fexy Awards feature our favorite games of the last 12 months, but with a different twist than most sites, we focus on the games our community loves. These are the winners of this year's Fexy Awards. Best Storytelling, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is one of the biggest RPGs we've played in years. Not only is the combat complex and deep, but the story itself is also monumental, thereby taking our Best Storytelling award. The game focuses on your battles against demons who have invaded the world of Golarion, together with the tough choices you have to make along the way. You either give in to temptation or rise to be a hero. Every decision you make is important because they heavily sway the direction of your playthrough in terms of the mythic abilities you gain. You also bear witness to how the narrative unfolds, which could lead you to more bloodshed depending on your actions. What makes these adventures all the more engaging is the companions you'll meet and recruit along the way because of their motivations and different personalities. Best Gameplay, Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise takes our Best Gameplay award because of the new and seamless mechanics it has introduced into the Monster Hunter franchise. With significant additions to the gameplay such as the wire bug and palamutes, it has created something fresh and accessible for both veterans and newcomers alike. For those who enjoy multiplayer mode, there are rampage quests to skillfully battle multiple monsters in an arena while supplying you with sufficient artillery and upgrade tickets in the process. Furthermore, Monster Hunter Rise continues to feature a variety of fascinating monsters and boss encounters, which are familiar yet unique in terms of the combat experience they provide. Even after more than 90 hours of playtime, the game's mechanics remain as exciting and satisfying as ever, so you definitely won't want to ignore this title, especially when it comes out on PC next year. Best Visual and Audio, Resident Evil Village. Choosing the game with the best visual and audio design is no easy feat since there are a lot of strong contenders this year like Returnal and the Ascent. However, the one which stood out the most is Resident Evil Village. Similar to the previous Resident Evil games, Resident Evil Village has managed to maintain its stellar streak of impeccable visuals coupled with excellent music and sound effects. Although we did encounter some small performance and frame rate issues, the game continued to richly depict the horrors of every location because of its ominous texture and realistic lighting. What makes it all the more terrifying is the audio design that Capcom always nails. From the loud blast of firing weapons to the nuanced shrieks of the creatures you hear, you'll never run out of nightmarish encounters entrenched in strong, haunting atmospheres. As such, Resident Evil Village takes our Best Audiovisual award. Best Multiplayer, New World. Even if New World hasn't reached a stable state yet in terms of the major bugs that need to be addressed, the multiplayer elements of this MMORPG are definitely a strong point, making it our best multiplayer game of the year. Participating in PvP and PvE activities with your company are the game's highlights on top of its deep crafting mechanics. From rallying your troops in order to take control of territories to defending forts against other players and creatures, you won't be running out of things to do with your friends even after playing for more than 200 hours together. Although improvements could be made especially when it comes to combat, the multiplayer aspect certainly shines the most in New World. Best Value, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. For $49.99 USD, you'll be able to play through at least 80 hours of the gargantuan CRPG that is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and likely more than that if you're a fan of these types of games as you play through again with different characters and builds. If you've been a fan of the Pathfinder series and you want to experience the rest of the DLCs, including 2 new campaigns, as well as a new roguelike mode, then purchasing the Season Pass for $28.99 USD is also a solid bargain. With Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, you'll definitely experience rich and intriguing storylines, deep combat mechanics that necessitate patience and practice, and the creation of optimized builds to survive the most difficult encounters. Additionally, you'll be able to replay the game for several more hours should you wish to try out another class out of the 25 available classes or to change the initial string of choices you made. It is for these reasons that Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous easily wins our Best Value award. Best Soulslike, Death's Gambit Afterlife. No other game this year has managed to present a fresh and familiar take on the Souls-like genre like Death's Gambit Afterlife, from its dark and beautiful 2D pixel art style to the recognizably difficult yet satisfying combat. For instance, boss encounters are very intimidating at the start because they require you to gain a strong understanding of the enemy's movements in order to execute moves with great precision. There's also no shortage of classes and talents to invest in, as well as weapon and stat upgrades you can chase after to improve your build further. White Rabbit has shown us that they are capable of delivering an unforgettable Souls-like title while retaining the game's charming qualities, which make it stand out from the rest. Death's Gambit Afterlife without a doubt takes our Best Souls-like award. Best DLC, Death's Gambit Afterlife. Death's Gambit Afterlife is a testament to the good relationship the developers and its community continue to have years after the base game's initial release in 2018. With this DLC, White Rabbit has transformed Death's Gambit into a notable Metroidvania that makes it accessible to more players, including those who enjoy Souls-like titles. Each level is now more intricate and larger than before, pushing you to explore it as thoroughly as you can. There are also new bosses, challenging platforming mechanics, and a multi-class feature to look forward to. What's more is the improved combat style that feels natural and fluid since you're able to execute a variety of actions which weren't present in the original game. There's no better DLC than Death's Gambit Afterlife, easily taking our Best DLC award. Best Indie, The Ascent. The Ascent is one of the best RPGs we've played this year because of its exciting and fast-paced combat that doesn't try to imitate other action RPGs like Diablo. Instead, the game treads its own path with confidence by providing an immersive cyberpunk experience in terms of its ambiance, narrative, and classless system, which allows you to come up with flexible builds. Neon Giant has also created a living world brimming with handcrafted assets, perspective changes that show the Ascent's scale and verticality, and fantastic audio design, further elevating your experiences when it comes to exploring the dystopian world. What's even more impressive is that only 12 developers worked on this project in 3 years. It's a feat worthy of recognition on top of the exhilarating gameplay the Ascent offers, making it our best indie of 2021. Best Surprise, Returnal. Returnal came out of nowhere as a refreshing take on the roguelike genre that exceeded our expectations. Not only does the combat and weapon variety catch your attention, the ways in which new things are also revealed in each of your runs provide exciting things to discover. The environments continue to change every time you fall to your death and respawn thereafter, making every playthrough feel unique and enticing at the same time. Additionally, you can expect the same level of quality in terms of the game's stellar audio, fantastic visuals, and commendable writing, which are the reasons why Returnal takes home our Best Surprise award this year. Game of the Year, Monster Hunter Rise. Fextralife's Game of the Year in 2021 is Monster Hunter Rise. While the story isn't a strong suit similar to other Monster Hunter titles, its new and engaging gameplay mechanics has certainly encouraged us to keep playing until the wee hours of the morning. Monster Hunter Rise has introduced quality of life systems which are heavily integrated into its core mechanics. There's a certain level of thrill and satisfaction when you traverse from one mountain peak to the next using your wirebug, or every time you explore the world and fight monsters with your Palamute, on top of your Palicos, of course. But improvements don't end there, since you also have numerous weapons and armor to chase after and craft, not only because of their functionalities, but also due to how good they make your character look. We can't wait to relive the experience when Monster Hunter Rise comes out on PC this 2022. Best Community Member, Autumn Nixes. Our forums and Discord continue to grow with over 47,000 Discord users, making the choice of Best Community Member more difficult with each passing year. In 2021, we're going to put the spotlight on Autumn Nixes, not only for her constant help moderating the Twitch channel, but also for her participation in nearly every activity we put on. She's always got a cool and collected demeanor and is one of the people that really helps make Fextralife a place anyone can hang out and enjoy. You'll be hard-pressed to find anyone else with such a great sense of humor and laid-back approach to life and gaming, so thank you, Autumn, for your time and dedication. Best Wiki Contributor goes to Rogrick87. As it is every year, this was a very difficult choice. We now have over 180 wikis with dedicated community editors who go the extra mile to help out those who need guides. Rogrick87 stands out this year for his ongoing contributions to the Monster Hunter World Wiki, where he not only helped people with useful comment, replies, and information, but also made thousands of fixes to the many pages on the Monster Hunter World Wiki. Special mentions to Neo2 Wiki contributor Adderflail, who has provided incredible and extensive information to the Neo Wiki in over 1,000 edits, and Vigil the Longest Night contributor Bammy, who has added in a record amount of great data to this wiki. As with last year, thank you to Lewis River for an incredible amount of contributions to Monster Hunter Rise. That's it for the Fexy Awards 2021. Congratulations to all the winners. We look forward to some great games coming in 2022, and we'll have our list of what the best ones are, so keep an eye out for that video real soon. What were some of your favorite games this year? How'd we do? Let us know in the comments below.